Hey guys, let's get more news from Dallas Cowboys, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Dak Prescott sent to Pittsburgh Steelers in one wild trade scenario. The Dallas Cowboys' Super Bowl dreams in the 2023 NFL season crashed and burned after Dak Prescott and company got bounced out from the NFL playoffs by the Green Bay Packers in the wildcard round. That early exit from the postseason opened the floodgates anew for fans and experts alike to wonder whether it's time for the Cowboys to move on from Prescott. That sounds like a drastic move to make for the Cowboys, but could he actually end up suiting up for another team, like the Pittsburgh Steelers, once the 2024 NFL campaign rolls around? One fan raised the idea of Pittsburgh chasing after Dak Prescott via a trade, a point that was tackled on by Steelers Talk by Chat Sports recently. What are the chances that the Steelers trade for Dak Prescott this offseason after another playoff loss in Dallas? Any shot they get rid of Dak this offseason? Jack Sperry of Steelers Talk, however, immediately shut that idea down for a couple of major reasons. For one, Dak Prescott is an expensive asset. He just signed a 4-year extension deal with the Cowboys in 2021 worth $160 million. He has a staggering cap hit of $59 million in 2024. If the Cowboys trade Prescott, they would have to eat a painful dead cap. The same cap hit would also be too much for the Steelers to accommodate, according to Sperry. In any case, the Steelers can't be contented with their quarterback situation. Kenny Pickett doesn't look like a long-time answer under center for Pittsburgh. Mason Rudolph is a free agent by the end of the 2023 season, while Mitchell Trubisky is, well, Mitchell Trubisky. Shocked Troy Aikman admits he didn't book a postseason vacation because he wanted to watch the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game, before they were eliminated from the playoffs by the Packers. Troy Aikman has revealed he didn't bother to book a postseason vacation because he thought he'd be in San Francisco watching the Dallas Cowboys compete in the NFC Championship game. But that prediction never came true as the Green Bay Packers handed Dallas an embarrassing wild-card loss at AT&T Stadium, ending its season after winning the NFC East. Aikman's prediction was half correct, as the 49ers did make the conference championship. They will be hosting the Detroit Lions on Sunday. Now, as his broadcasting responsibilities for the season have come to a close, the former Dallas quarterback gave his thoughts on the current state of Cowboys affairs. Pretty shocked, Aikman said about the end of the Cowboys season. My broadcasting season ended last weekend with the divisional round. I'm free this weekend. I really anticipated that Dallas would be playing in the championship game, Aikman continued. Figured it would be in San Francisco. So I was planning on going to the game. Didn't book a vacation after my season. I thought the Cowboys would separate themselves in the second half, and it didn't happen, Aikman stated. As part of Aikman's job, he sees a lot of the teams around the league, and he thought the Cowboys could have made a playoff run. Instead, it is the familiar tune of disappointment in Dallas, with a 28th straight season without an appearance in a conference championship game. Even the 3-time Super Bowl winning quarterback did not offer a way for the Cowboys to correct the postseason woes. What the answer to that is, I'm not sure, Aikman said. 5 Cowboys players who definitely won't be back next season. The Dallas Cowboys again find themselves at home and out of the playoffs. Going into next year, the team is surely going to try to get their roster over the edge. An embarrassing wild-card loss to the youngest playoff team in NFL history again puts the Cowboys on the couch. The joke with teams who get bounced out of the NFL playoffs is that they will now head to Cancun. And the Cowboys definitely have multiple houses in Cancun. This team just cannot get over the hump, and the decision to retain Mike McCarthy for the 2024 NFL season is a bit confusing. The Cowboys have not made it past the divisional round during McCarthy's tenure, so it's pretty wild that they are again hoping for something different. Even though McCarthy is staying, there are going to be some players who definitely won't be back with the team in the 2024 NFL season. I don't think it's looking good for Tony Pollard continuing his career with the Dallas Cowboys in 2023. He was playing on the franchise tag and amassed just 1,005 yards on 252 carries, which is 4.0 yards per tote. That is way down from 2021 and 2022, when he averaged 5.5 and 5.2 yards per carry as a complementary back. Pollard not being able to adequately hold the workload at RB is not a good sign for him. I don't think the Cowboys are going to jump at the chance to re-sign a running back, especially when as of now, they have negative cap space. I'd not be surprised to see them draft a RB in the 2024 NFL Draft and potentially add a low-cost player in free agency. Stephon Gilmore was a 2023 offseason addition by the Cowboys, and he started all 17 games for Dallas in 2023. He racked up 13 passes defended and 2 interceptions. Even though Gilmore is still proving to be a quality player in his 30s, I think Dallas turns their attention to other players in the secondary. Gilmore is 33 years old, and the emergence of Deron Bland in 2023 makes Gilmore expendable. Dallas also has Jordan Lewis and Noah Igbinoghene at CB, who are set to hit the open market. Lewis is 28 and Igbinoghene is 24, so they each may have a better chance at sticking with the Cowboys in 2024 and beyond. Gilmore was probably only going to be a one-year addition anyway, and again, with Dallas' lack of cap space, they might prefer to add to this position in the 2024 NFL Draft and with lower-cost players. DeMarcus Lawrence's best days are behind him, and with the Cowboys being able to save $10 million on their 2024 cap number, Lawrence is an obvious cap casualty. He started all 17 games this year and managed just 4 sacks, 10 tackles for loss, and 8 QB hits. Lawrence has no more guaranteed money left on his deal, so he could be vulnerable to be cut in the offseason. He's been with the Cowboys each year of his career, which began in 2014, and had a career-high 14.5 sacks in 2017. At this point, Lawrence is going to have to take cheaper deals and probably accept more of a rotational role. He's also perhaps wanting to ring chase, and I don't think Dallas is a good spot for that. Another player who may want to ring chase is their longtime left tackle, Tyron Smith. Smith is 33 years old and is likely entering the final stages of his Hall of Fame career. In 2023, Smith started in 13 games, earning a second-team All-Pro award. He played in 847 snaps on offense and was called for just 3 penalties this year, according to Pro Football Reference. Tyron Smith has been a brick wall for the Dallas Cowboys, but injuries have limited him in recent seasons. Smith is going to be in the Hall of Fame one day, but one thing he does not have is a Super Bowl ring. He's a free agent in 2024 and does not owe the Cowboys anything, so I think he'll look in a different direction. The Dallas Cowboys are not going to have Michael Gallup on the roster in 2024, mark my words. Gallup's cap hit in 2024 is nearly $14 million, and this is someone who has caught just 73 passes for 842 yards and 6 touchdowns over the last 2 seasons. He broke out in 2019 with 1,107 yards and 8 touchdowns, but has not been able to replicate that production, or even come close, since then. Dallas can save $9.5 million on their 2024 cap number by cutting Gallup, and I don't think they hesitate to do so when the new league year begins. The Cowboys also do need to get a bit more consistent at wide receiver outside of CeeDee Lamb, so I think the Cowboys will try to add to this unit in the 2024 NFL Draft and perhaps make some low-cost free agent additions with this group as well. And you fan, what do you think of the Dak Prescott situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.